Hi, guys. Hi,
Hi.
everyone.
Hi.
Here's Susan, guys.
Hello, everyone.
I don't know if you guys caught Andrea's, when she was on with Andrea was it last week, Susan?
Oh, I've lost track of days. I think it was my Saturday, your Friday, I think, is is how it was unraveling. I think it was on New Year's. It was close to New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Yeah. It might have been New Year's
okay.
Day. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was. So I'm so excited that she has joined me tonight on Tarot Tuesday. Now, some of you are like, "Where's Karen?" So I want to give a shout out and an update for where Karen and what Karen is up to. So, every time we've done this Tuesday with Karen, it's like something happened. Like the truck is supposed to be unloading and bringing her stuff, right? And so then she has to leave early or whatever because the truck is coming. Well, it has not come. It's been like a month, right? It's been like forever. Anyways, the truck is supposed to come tonight. So let's all be sending light and love and good vibes that direction. So hopefully it is coming and hopefully it's all there. See, that's what's happened to me. When I moved one time, Susan, they brought my stuff, but half of it was gone and the other half was broke. So it's like, yes, Lori Sue, we do. We just we can't wait for her to be settled and
it's
with her stuff.
It's so unsettling when you haven't set your place,
You don't have your place. She doesn't have her cards,
Yeah.
I mean, she has a couple, but all her stuff, So
yeah, it's messy. It's like everything's all the energy. It's really one of the biggest challenges is moving and getting yourself placed again. It's like putting the roots down, isn't it? And being at ease.
Yeah, I'm that type of person that needs my spot in the couch, my spot in the room. I'm very like, I don't know what to call it, homey like that. Like I need my place.
I do feng shui consulting. I've also been doing that for many, many years for people, getting the energy right in people's homes. So totally understand it. If our place is not in order, then we're usually not in order either. It has that subtle influence on our physical energy as well.
That is
not, secure and safe and homely and nurturing with good chi flowing through.
That's right. And even before I knew there was such a thing, I tried to create it for myself. But Susan, so since you brought that up, tell us a little bit more about you. I know. So for those of you who don't know Susan, they're already recognizing you have an accent. So she is from Australia. So I'm going to let go and let you tell us a little bit about you.
Okay. Well, I'm already seeing a few that subscribers that have through Andrea who have come on. Thank you so much for subscribing on my channel. It's very new, and I'm looking forward to this year being all about offering. So I'm from Australia. I've got that Aussie accent that you may be recognising there, and you might pull me up if I use some of our Aussie lingo, as I call it, that you might not understand. But no, born in Australia, now live in the southernmost state of Tasmania. It's a little island down under Australia. So if you're looking at the map of Australia, it's that little heart-shaped island that sits right at the bottom. So it's a bit cooler down in that area.
I was just going to ask what.
So I'm in the summer now in Australia, but we're a bit like equal to New Zealand. So if I was to sort of go the way the bird flies, New Zealand would be out in the ocean of Australia. So they're quite cool too. So it's a little bit more European type weather through winter. So we do. Some areas get snow, not all. Where I am, it's unusual to have snow, but it's quite cold through the winter months. So we're really having quite a cool summer as well at this point. everyone is looking forward to having some warm, sunny days before we change seasons again later in the year.
So would that place you in between? So New Zealand is colder than you then?
Around about the same temperature as what
okay.
Tasmania is. Yeah.
Hi, Book Bewitched.
So what else do you want to know about me?
Tell us about your journey with tarot and metaphysical and how did.
Okay, so the energy of spirit has been with me since I can remember. So I don't other than my earliest memory being when I was probably about 6 or 7 playing. I was brought up on a dairy farm in Queensland, which is one of the mainland states where it's very sunny. And I can remember playing with my brother, who was only 2 years older than me. We were outside the hen house, or the chook house, as we call it in Australia, or the chook pen. Better get that right for the Aussies. And we were just playing in the dirt, He had a truck, and I can remember Spirit talking very clearly to me, or singing and words coming, and I was answering and playing with the energy, him saying to me, "Who are you talking to?" And that's my very first memory of realizing that everyone wasn't picking up the same. So I can remember watching from that point on, really starting to sort of pull back in and watching how the adults and everyone around me interacted. But I was very fortunate. I had wonderful parents, wonderful siblings who really nurtured me growing up and allowed me to be. I was the youngest of 4, so I was sort of taken care of. But particularly my mother and grandmother encouraged me when I did have a clairvoyant vision and I knew grandparents were coming, and I hadn't been told, or there was something I would share. They were nurturing. So but I just grew up like everybody else, and bring up your family. And it wasn't until in my probably 30s and 40s that I really said, okay, I've got to do this. And the cards, I didn't go to a tarot school. I sat out in the desert at the time, just getting messages, looking at the cards, and they've been with me for 20 years now. And of course that's deepened over the time because I was so interested in the spiritual world, the metaphysics. It's been with me. I've been delving into all sorts of different areas. I spent time traveling to ashrams in India and sitting at the feet of gurus, and I admire so many of our spiritual teachers, and so the essence of me is just spirituality. I just love it, and I often get really clear readings for people when I'm doing them, and their feedback is what's kept me going.
It's such a beautiful story, and a lot of us start out that way, but we don't have the support, the support of our families and loved ones, and so then it gets buried even more. But beautiful.
Yeah, I'm still very supported by my family. Yeah, I think they're sometimes like, oh, there she goes. she's the different one. I won't call it the black sheep. I'll just say she's the different one. But I'm immensely proud of my siblings as well and my family. So
that's awesome. I love it. So here's how you can get a hold of Susan. She has her YouTube channel. It's Susan Skyring, and then her email, metaphysically@bigpond.com, and then her website is susanskyring.com. So super simple. One way or another, if you just punch in Susan Skyring, you're going to find her.
Thank you so much, Debbie, for having me on today.
Yeah, we are
aligned. It aligned in a magic way, didn't it, really?
Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, because and somebody already missed it. Sharon Lee, blessings to you. Thank you. I missed that. And welcome, everyone. So it looks like we are ready to get going. We're doing little mini readings tonight. And I will put her information up again a little later. So we are ready to look at questions and get started. So tonight I just thought simple tarot Tuesday. And again, all you guys who usually come on Tuesdays for Transformational Tuesdays, I really do believe they're going to be back up next Tuesday. So, but yeah, so little personal readings tonight. And I can't wait for you to show Susan, everybody, your cards that you've been using for 20 years. And I just dropped all my cards. They are well loved, everyone.
Yeah, well, I'll just keep it a mystery until we get started.
And so, yeah, so make sure to go over and subscribe and push the bell on Susan's new YouTube. I feel like, did you say you were only on for a month? She's already.
Yeah. And that's, over the Christmas period too. So I think
she's already doing pretty well on subscribers for after a month. A lot of the community here they were with me from the beginning, and we're trying to let's get past 300. Let's get past,
I have no idea how all of that works. I'm just grateful that I'm here and offering, as I said, and wherever I get taken, I'm trusting that was a big, just step up to things that feel a bit uncomfortable. That's what I told myself. Just step up. It's uncomfortable, to put yourself out there on a YouTube, but I'm here and I'm enjoying it and having fun now. So often walking through that little bit of discomfort takes you over that into the next stage of your life. So
just pressing through. That's a good encouragement for all of us. Just press through. Just step into it and watch it unfold.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at Jennifer Todd. And will my abilities open up this year? Oh my goodness. Weren't we just talking about this earlier?
Jennifer.
The vision I'm getting, Jennifer, here is just literally, I just see expansion. I see light around you and I see expansion. And so I'm not sure how you, when you tap into spirit, how it comes for you, but I'm seeing like what would that, you might know this word better than I do, Susan. Is that clairvoyant where you're like literally seeing it?
Yeah.
Is that clairvoyant? Or here, that's
the vision. The vision, you mean?
The vision where you can see at the same time as like you hear, you see.
Yeah.
I forget the name of that, but anyway, someone will tell us what I'm talking about. But that's what I'm kind of seeing. I see that opening up for you. So you may have been getting your information one way, but I see another way opening is basically what I'm saying here. And I'm seeing if she speaks, but I don't see her typing in.
Yes, you're first tonight.
Okay, she's saying my ears ring, lots of orbs, lots of vibrations. Let's take a look. Okay. So it's starting, it's like the engine is revving up, but I feel like you're going to start receiving what's going to happen this year is that hearing and seeing is coming in. And again, I wish I didn't see if anybody wrote what the words were. All the clairs are going to start opening up, but I feel like 2 are going to be very significant for you.
The gifts are already there. It's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Did you say expansion before, Debbie?
Yeah, expansion.
Oh, you won't believe this. This is just another little thing that I pulled out. I have this, I have this little dish that my father made.
I love it.
Wood turning, and there's just a bowl of just little, positive affirmations. And I just reached over, and that's the one that came out.
Expansion. Can you hold it up again?
But I've also, she's got it all. I'm just like transformations taking place. So the butterfly, the freedom. So you're transforming at the moment. But yeah, that was I thought I heard the word expansion and then I pulled it out. So definitely this is going to happen for you. And all I'm seeing that's not working for you is, that your belief, it's like you're sitting on the fence a little bit here and just getting into the head a little bit too much, worrying about whether you're enough. And I wouldn't be surprised if you've got a lot of family stuff going on as well, that's you're trying to shift your energy. Where do I place all my energy? So yeah, expansion.
Definitely expansion. Yeah.
And those vibrations that you're feeling, that's just that energy that we're all light workers are being given right now. We've walked through the gateway of that, where it's there available for us. So just listen to your calling and move into it.
And I feel like, was it PMG? Was that you, PMG, that said clairaudient is hearing, so clairvoyant is seeing? So I feel like there's a clairaudient and a clairvoyance coming in. That's a lot of expansion there for you. And here we have the 8 of Pentacles and then the 9 of Pentacles. So really honing in on the specifics of, I feel like you're going to be honing in on the specifics of your abilities and working from that space. So right now you're hearing the ringing, you're seeing lots of orbs. There's lots of vibrations that are going on. It's like the ground is being prepared, but you're going to be stepping into specifics there. And so, and you were talking about, Susan, you were talking about kind of there's some of the challenges that she's facing right now, and kind of setting some of that free and walking more in that night. Oh gosh, I was thinking of the 9. I was totally seeing the 9 of Cups the whole time I was looking at this card. And I feel I need to talk about that 9 of Cups, because standing in that energy, it would be important for you, and kind of releasing some of those doubts. Because if you're standing in that 9 of Cups energy, you're bringing in that I'm in a good place. I'm not only am I hopeful, but I'm bringing hope to and direction for others. I'm in that. So sitting in that. So that's so funny. But the 9 of Pentacles is good too, because you've really prepared that ground to move forward in strength. And that's what I see what's happening with the orbs and the vibrations too. And also then collaborating with others, bringing in other experts around you so you can learn and glean off. So get involved in some of the circles that you can find to help you grow in your abilities. Find some circles that are doing the same thing, and you can practice and grow together, but being amongst others that bring in their expertise too. So yeah.
So those are cards that I've been keeping a mystery. So the first one that came out was the Knight of Wands. So you can see they're quite old, but the Knight of Wands came out upside down, which always indicates to me what you're not letting yourself do. And if it was up the other way, you'd be taking off. Okay, so it's just about turning how you're thinking around. And then the Lovers came out upside down, which tells me you're sitting on the fence. You're sitting on the fence. And of course, the sitting in bed with worrying about it, or in the head worrying about it a little bit, with all the swords there. But the great thing is I got the 10 of Cups there. So I know that you're going to do this. And also the transformational card from the Australian Wildlife Wisdom. So that's the butterfly.
No,
and
this
of course, expansion.
and the expansion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it. Jennifer, I can't wait to hear about your journey as this year moves forward, because I feel like it's, again, expanding quickly. And that deck that you were using, the wildlife, did you create that yourself?
I did with my previous partner. Can you see them? I'm still learning where to put them. That's the front, and the back is the Indigenous artwork that was gifted to us. So we did it together, and we're not together now. So it's still available. And if someone wants a pack of the cards, they can contact me on those details that you gave. That's what the book that comes with it.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. Awesome.
It's an ingredient. Lots of wisdom in there. But that was done in 2008. So it's going to be renewed. We're going to do another. And a lot of them. So
beautiful. I love that. So you guys, if you want those cards, contact her. I'll put the information up again. I love it. We're trying to get Andrea to make her cards available. The ones that she's drawn.
Oh, I really encourage everyone to do that. I think that's the greatest idea, is just to sit and let your intuition come out onto a blank card, and then work with them. That's a great way. If there's, if you haven't got confidence, you can imagine all of the messages that you need an answer for, and they'll be there. That spirit will work with you that way.
Yeah, it's all about, spirit's talking to us all the time, and so we create a language that we understand between, opening that up. So it's basically creating these, images and symbols that we understand, and in between. I love Andrea's target card. Yeah, I do too. Okay, did I miss the question, Lucine? I probably did, didn't I? That happens to me too. Jennifer, blessings to you. Thank you. There we go. Lisa Smith, messages from my mom. So mom has passed recently. Okay, so instantly, Lisa, what I feel like your mom has come through here, and she has her purse on her arm, and she's busy.
She's in a beautiful environment.
Yes, and she's been busy, and the energy around her is vibrant, and it's like she can't get this across enough, that how good she feels to be home, and she's just back in the game, or something. She's bringing that energy in of like, I'm back at it, and visiting and doing, and just busy. She says she wants you to know she's just really busy and doing things. She also says, don't worry about, when you're making decisions, don't worry about things that she may feel, because she doesn't care on the other. She doesn't, none of that. Only make decisions about how you feel about something, or whatever. All the rest, she says, don't worry about, oh, my mom. Don't say, I don't know if my mom would be okay with this. She says, no, you make all the decisions based on how you feel, not about how she feels, because she, where she's at, she's doesn't care. She cares for you. She cares for how you feel. So.
What I'm seeing here is, the broken heart that you have, that's coming up really, that came out first. And I saw that she's that back with that consciousness, she was this spark of consciousness in her body, but now she's home with the fullness of consciousness. And I feel like she's actually moved into being a guardian angel over you, watching over you and protecting you. So as she's transitioned, it's like she was a bit upside down for a little while, but she's sort of saying now that, she's mastered this in some way. And it was her time on her soul journey. It was her time. And she's hoping to elevate your energy a little bit with what she can do now from this conscious place that she's found herself. And she's just sending divine love to you, just absolute divine love. And, to let go of all of the mind things of what should have been, could have been, would have been, and to just be with her in the fullness of her spirit. She doesn't want you to worry.
No.
She doesn't want you to worry. And there's some personal victory coming out of this for you in some way, and you'll find that. You'll find that soon. Yeah.
And I really sense too, Susan, with her energy coming through here, that she really feels like she wants you so much to feel what her energy feels like. It's like she's like, I'm feeling so good. And she wants you to experience her feeling good. And that's probably why she came to you. Lisa said that she came to her in a dream and she was much younger. And I said, that's why I think she wants you to feel that youthfulness in her. Yeah.
And you can absolutely be certain when spirit comes to you and they have passed, if you're dreaming of a loved one that has passed, that's a visitation. That's an absolute visitation. It's not a dream. It's not a, dream of a symbol. It's a visitation.
And your mom she has a strong energy. I know that she's come through other people in the community. She's come to them to give messages to. I love it. So, Lisa, you're so loved.
Yeah.
Just lots of love. Yeah. Oops. Here's her comment. Blessings to you, Lisa. Giving you lots of hugs. Hi, Martha. I wanted to say hi. Hi, Martha. Okay. And hi, Kim J. I missed that too. Okay. Rhonda.
Will I find the right man this year? I like looking for man. I always love that question about, it's either a man or a woman or it's a baby. Absolutely love looking for babies. Let's have a look to see, for Rhonda, will I find the right man this year?
Hi, Constance. Okay. Romance is, that's for sure. Romance is fun. Okay.
Rhonda.
So I keep saying it's important, obviously, to be manifesting and be envisioning this and feeling it and seeing it come in. It's so hard the energy is a little bit challenged for me because it is still COVID and all that. That's awesome, Constance.
Mm. Do you want me to go?
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm still pouring these down here.
So the first card that came out was the World. When I see that come out, it's you know, the body. The body is the main symbol on the card because I read intuitively. So are you worried about your body in some way? But it also can mean that you can have the world, you know, you can have whatever you like here. I feel like there's some judgment around the body because the judgment card came out straight afterwards, or there's judgment instead of the actual body consciousness rather than, and you're worried about that in some way. So you're sort of getting, and now we're sort of in that circle of what's going on in the world. Mm. It's helping us to find ourselves inside. So finding yourself through relationships is what I'm looking at here. So have you made yourself happy first so that you'll meet the man that makes you happy, is what I think guidance is giving me here. So I see a transition going on for you. And it's like, you know, the areas where you feel like you've been emotionally missing out in the past are also the possible shadows that you've been dealing with in some way. But the good news is that's ending, and there's an opportunity. So the Death card's coming out. When I see this, it always represents endings and new beginnings. And you can see there's lots of bodies laying around there. So this is the decluttering of belief systems that I feel is required. And once you're able to do that within yourself, look at what you're believing and maybe turn that belief around that you're worthy of a beautiful relationship, in comes the Ace of Cups. And remember, I'm looking in this next 12 months. So here's your gift. And it comes from the heavens.
Look what
Yeah, look at that. And look how old mine is compared to yours. So, yeah, that, and, you know, believing that, you know, there's even a vibe in here that, you know, the men haven't got what it takes to be with me, or something like that. I'm not sure what this is that I'm picking up here. So maybe change that belief that there's a perfect match for you. And you can have the world, you know, the beginning and the end of this story, I feel, and the gifts there, the endings, and these are major arcana cards that are coming out there. So that says there's a big story there for you this year in terms of how you go about having a relationship with yourself first, which feels very loving, and that'll match with a loving relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, and I have just a little to add to that because it's pretty much the same as what I received over here. I do see that there is a little bit of battle there going on, you know, that inner conflict, whatever that conflict energy is for you, that you're working through. But I do see that you're working through it. You have, your desire is bigger than the conflict, right? And yeah. So, and it's time, like that your time to move into this energy is here with that. And then, So again, once you work through some of that inner conflict, you're opening up that energy. It's like you put an open sign on your forehead or something, and all of a sudden it's just going to start opening up for you. I have the Ace of Cups here and the King of Cups as well. So I feel like that once that true balance comes in for you, that this new beginnings, new beginning of stepping into love. And I just want to say, Susan, too, that really resonated with me too, with the cards here and the reading for her. It's like you don't want to take the old ways with you, the old ways of doing things, the old ways of how relationships work, because just take what worked and leave the rest behind, and don't take the rest with you, because there's something new. It's a new way and a deeper understanding of what relationships and love are. I feel like there's a real switch with that with her. So blessings to you. I hope that is helpful. All right, Tasty Melon. Tasty Melon is our 19-year-old in the community. I always like to say that, Tasty Melon. I'm sorry, because I I don't want him to start. I don't want Susan to start throwing out the F word or anything like that. Can you imagine? Okay.
My friend's grandma died.
Any messages from her? Okay.
Yeah, she's a star. It's like I'm seeing a star in the sky, so you can tell your friend that look up to the stars and know that she's there. That could also mean, be the star of your own show while you're in form. Pass that message on. She can be the star of her own life, and there's many choices. Just care, don't worry. Feels like Grandma's reunited with someone as well. Someone that had passed before her. Feel us sitting with her, being with her. She's not here. This world's in a crazy place at the moment. She's chosen to be, in spirit to help the ones that are still in form in this time. I'm seeing a symbol of a hospital as well. I don't know whether you weren't able to get to the hospital, or you were at the hospital, or something. I'm seeing something there. She's sort of saying, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry about that. I'm hoping that's making sense. Don't look back to the past. Move forward. Yeah.
I also see her grandma while she's like sleeping. I see her at the side of her bed, and just not weird, creepy, but I mean just like stroking her forehead and her hair, just bringing that comfort to her while she's sleeping. And the message would be that she wants her to know that she's not going to miss anything. She's not going to miss the big thing. She will be there at all of those things. And she really wants her to know she's not going to miss her big moments, her small moments. And I feel like she's really going to step into almost she's going to be giving her guidance. And so if your friend starts having visitations in her dreams, or, she'll say, I had a dream about my grandma last night. And like Susan said, that's actually a visitation. So she may start experiencing that once the grief is settled a little more. She may start receiving some of those visitations in her dreams, but her grandma is there she's going to guide her. And I feel like that's part of the star that she brought in for you, Susan, is also like guidance. So you know how you follow the stars to get to. So I feel like that was part of that as well.
These are the three cards that I got. So I immediately got death. So that's the transition. So she's transitioned. Then I got the High Priestess, which for me means the most spiritual card in the pack. Wow. So she's with Spirit.
Yeah.
And then I got the Sun. So this is the sun. This is this sunshine. It's also a card of success. So in that brightness, we might not have the star, but we have the sunshine, the brightness that shines on you, and just shines on your friend for success in her life. There may be a sun involved here too, a physical sun. I'm not sure what that can sometimes symbolize that as well without doing a private reading with you. But yes, symbols are there strong. So I hope that's helpful.
Beautiful. Yes. So Tasty Melon, I hope these messages help your friend with her grief and her missing her grandma. So blessings to you. You're a good friend. And thank you, Martha. I'm giving you a big hug, Tasty Melon.
Yeah. So pleased it was helpful.
She has a big heart. Roxanne. Okay, Roxanne. What can you tell me about the bullying on me? So to help me understand this question, help us understand this question, is somebody bullying you, Roxanne? And where is this happening? Like, give us a little more to go on about this. Like, is that at work? Are you in school? A group? So it's part of a group that you're in? Okay. And home. Bullying at home? Where do you fit in in the pack at home, Roxanne? I don't understand. I think I'm going to just draw a
Certainly you're very sensitive. She's very sensitive. Roxanne, is that her name? Yeah.
Roxanne.
And see very lots of disappointments there. And a also, you know, addictive sort of patterns of some sort, you know. Of course, this is for entertainment only, everything that we're speaking of here. But I feel I want to say to you, make a decision and stick to it, a decision to get above all of this, to see a different way of identifying, not being a victim. You're very sensitive is what I'm getting. You wear your heart out on your sleeve is what I feel. And
Oh, no, Roxanne, she's not saying you're addicted.
No, I'm not saying that. Definitely not. But addictive can be how I'm thinking about it. You know, we can keep thinking about, we can have a pattern of overthinking. And can you change how you're thinking so you can get another experience here? Can you make a decision? Can you make a decision, love, to find a different way of thinking about it? And then maybe, you know, life can actually help too. You know, the greater consciousness can help to align you with a better way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm glad that you understand what I said there.
Okay, yeah, and I'm just going to back you up with some of the cards. He's finding a new way, you know. So if it's not working, you forge a new path, and you're being creative about that path. Choose a new way to look at it. I feel like divine.
It's not thinking, she's saying there. It's not thinking.
They do things. Okay. You have justice and judgment coming in. And this is like this justice and judgment will come to them, but not by you. It's kind of like you need to move away from the situation as much as you can. Just do your own, do you do you.
Turn your back.
And that's going to come back on them on their own. Like this is, you do you, let the divine step in another way is what I'm getting.
Some kind of corruption, police investigation.
Yeah. So that it's all going to take.
It's all going to sort out. Yeah.
It's going to sort out on it divinely. So you do you. Oops, sorry. Sorry. You do you, and it's going to happen.
And it's going to finish. It's going to finish. It will finish. And this is you getting to a far better place emotionally with this, getting up to a higher place of understanding and getting out of that situation.
Yeah. Yeah. It's with those two cards, Roxanne, with the judgment and the justice coming in right next to each other. It's going to take care of it. Something bigger is coming. Yep. It's going to come in.
It's taken care of. It's taken care of. So I guess, you know, when this one here says on a deeper level to what I said before, it's the highest spiritual card in my pack, but it often also indicates that a lot needs to take place. Then there's things that are taking place that you can't see, but they do need to take. And the answer to the question is often because the soul is going through a journey here.
Yeah.
And there's a big learning in it, you know, learning for lots in it. We don't remember what we've come in sometimes to learn about, you know. We've sometimes also got to get out of the way to allow the great mystery to take care of it as well.
Heart right back at you, Roxanne.
She sees that. Good.
Hi, Sierra. Yeah, I think Etsy would work really well for those charms, T-Barb. eBay's so big, and it's like the selling on eBay is so random unless you're a huge shop. But I really feel like Etsy is. I think Sierra's right. Sierra's my daughter. She's like, hey, Mom. For one, yeah, I mean, what if you're like and you know, you have other things you can put on there too, jewelry, and just start putting stuff up there. Oh, okay. And you are so welcome, Roxanne. Blessings to you. So when you guys are posting, so when Lucienne posts a question, she puts red hearts to catch our attention. So when everybody's using red hearts, it could distract from the question. So there's like 5 other choices, I guess. Anyways, so it just helps out so we can see the question quicker too. But anyways, blessings to you. All right. Renee, will I find a place to live?
Renee.
Okay, so Renee, right when I stepped into the energy, I'm seeing you unlock a door and open up to this big, empty, beautiful, beautiful. Just to me, it's beautiful. You walk in and that energy feels good, and so, but it just symbolizes that would be a yes. I feel like a yes on that one, that you will. But I'm going to find out a little more information for you. We will.
Do you want me to go now, Debbie?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I'm still turning down.
So, Renee, it is, isn't it? Yeah. So I see the first one that comes out, you've got the blindfold on at the moment and you can't see and you're feeling quite vulnerable. But, the timing of it hasn't quite arrived yet, but it will. This is a timing card. It says the timing of it. And there's so many needs at the moment trying to be balanced up. And I feel like there's some, maybe you've been able to get one and then you've been disappointed, lost out to someone else, or you found the perfect place. But, the Wheel of Fortune's coming in here too, which says to me, if you've been a bit stuck, then the next phase is good fortune. So it comes. We didn't put a time on it, like as in you didn't say, will I find my place to live by, which often, guidance wants to get some time to look within there. But, I'm looking at something here that says you've got to balance it all up, because here we have the Magician as well that says it can happen quickly once everything comes into alignment. So with the Time card and the Magician card, I'd say, work on saying, I have my perfect place to live now. I'm so grateful that I have a roof over my head. And see if you can sort of unkink this feeling of not getting, because I feel like your vibe is like, I haven't got. But the Wheel of Fortune is a destiny card. So you're destined to get your place to live. But just at the moment, everything's so tight. So timing, I can't see when. But at the same time, if that blindfold comes off by practicing the law of attraction, which is getting into abundance rather than lack, charging up the battery of what you do have. And no matter how small that is, getting grateful every day. And I think it'll move really quickly then. You'll find your perfect place, your perfect place.
Yeah. I am feeling the center of the reading over here is that alignment, being aligned with fully, completely aligned with everything, your ideas, your desires, what is actually feasible, all those things. But being aligned, it will bring you to that joy. Now, Renee Francis, are you working with a like a realtor of some sort? Because I'm seeing some challenges with that. I don't know if this is. I definitely have a lot going on. I've been out of work since April. Accident. Oops. Living with friends, but a long overdue that I go. Okay, so you're looking for just a place, like you're not looking to buy a place, you're looking for an apartment and whatnot. So that would change the meaning of what this challenge would be for you. But it's really coming into your own power then. That's what this feeling would be. Okay.
Vision. Yeah, use your own vision. Yeah.
Yes.
Be wise here.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Bringing in that. But yeah, be wise. Stand in your strength. Be your authority. And here's some more balance cards. You have the Six of Pentacles there. It's bringing in more balance. It's like really bringing in understanding what's coming in and what's going out. And you've been out of work, so I'm not sure. So it's kind of like, but again, you have the Fool there at the beginning of the reading, and it's like this is a whole new adventure coming in here. It's okay to take some risks right now. Take a leap of faith. So it is encouraging you to make a move. But I don't know how it looks like without a job. But I do see that they're really calling in to balance everything. These are all real hopeful cards, and I do see you moving into your own place. It's just standing up and taking some of your own charge there, and bringing breakthrough and clarity. It's almost like stepping into the Red Sea, stepping in, and it's just going to open up for you. And here you have the Sun and the High Priestess. And again, this is kind of like your future will become clear soon with the Sun. So it will be revealed. It's going to become clear, but I feel like it's almost like you have to take a leap of faith with this card. I hope that all made sense.
Yeah, be a bit, clear and focused on what you want, because I think that's a strength in you, actually.
It's a lot of moving parts, right, Renee? Yeah, that was evident.
Yeah.
Okay, so the lawsuit coming through, that'll help with. Okay. Well, I'm sorry about this accident. Just really knocks everything out of loop, but I feel like it's going to fall, like a tower moment. It feels like chaos but all the pieces fall right into place after a tower. So they fall where they're supposed to. So just hold on, have some step into that faith. But blessings to you, Renee. T-Barb. Okay. Oh, mamas, we carry that in the pit of our. Right when you put that up, T-Barb, I felt in you like this, right in your. Would that be your solar plexus? Right. You guys can't see. right here. I felt it in my solar plexus for you, like you carry it right here for your daughter. Like you carry some of this energy for her. Don't you, Mama?
Good.
Yep. Okay. It's right when I stepped into that energy, that's what I felt. I felt T-Barb. I felt you. I feel like this move has really opened up her path to being more aligned with her true nature, her true self. This is really going to be opening that up for her.
Yeah.
Okay, she just filed, not divorced yet. Okay.
There's a lot of balancing up to be done.
She's feeling that way too. Yeah. Okay. She's feeling what that pit. Okay. Yes, Lori Sue. Oh my gosh, for sure. It is just so hard on everybody.
I'm getting that, she's really sensitive too, so feeling all the emotion. But I think that within, not too long, she'll be able to feel on top of things again. It feels very much like that. But I also got some big major arcana cards here. So, often there's only one card in my pack that guidance gave me 20 years ago that represents, destiny. So it was destined to happen. And we never start out with marriages or any of those sorts of things in our life expecting to be divorced. But there's a destiny here which says, something unseen has presented in her life. But out of it comes her being the star. And on some level, she can dip into life now and really receive her own wish fulfillments, what it is that's right for her. I can see the sadness and the grief that's going on. I can see that.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of emotions spilt here. Yeah. But to remember what's still there, there's still something there behind with the 3 cups are spilt in the front there and the 2 at the back. And, with that, there's always something else there that can grow out of this. And in time, the balancing up of everything, whether it be financial, property, whatever's going on here, balancing comes back into it through clear negotiations. So it'll be negotiations on that, and she will be protected. She will be defended or protected there, and come back into the world. That cycle will be completed. So yeah, there's gifts in it. Even though, and there's choices here. Even though there's that sensitivity I feel and the sadness. But yeah, there's a light at the end of all of this. There's a very big, bright light that's, definitely the Wheel of Fortune and the Star cards definitely stood out for this. So it's just taking the time and be gentle with the emotions as they go through that, balancing.
Yeah, and just this is just know, Mama, this is a rebirth for her. This is really what they were showing me at the beginning was this rebirth for her, and just really moving into alignment with her purpose here. that, you know, she took that little side trail, and that's good because she's taking a lot of what she's learned and growth and whatnot. But beyond the Nine of Swords here, if just keep this hope in mind for her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Behind that is serenity through the.
Yeah. And oh my gosh. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And the strength. This divine strength coming in for her. It's building her. It's building her muscles, so to speak. This is all. But yeah, so Mama, if you want to know how to help her, it would be kind of coming alongside her to help understand and balance out those emotions, and try to keep her eye on the good instead of the one cup that's kind of not what she was hoping for. So help her with that balancing of her emotions, and keep her eye on the higher things and the direction she's going now and the doors that will open for her now. So yeah, beautiful, but sad and hard all at the same time. Yes, strength. So yeah. Sierra just finished filing today. My daughter, she's on there saying she wants a party. I agree. Party. And Lori Sue said cake and wine. That sounds perfect. And so anyways, we are hugging you, T Barb, and your daughter. Okay, Cindy. I have had a heart attack and open heart surgery. So with these, you're facing these challenges and you want to know your life purpose. The first thing that comes in is when your body when your body does that to you, you've trusted your body all this time, and all of a sudden it stabs you in the back like that, and you can no longer trust it. It was the one thing that you could trust, you know, it was your body not going against you. And so it's really, as you learn to be okay with your body again and step back into, you know, this is just part of my experience here. And we do have these bodies, but it's kind of a scary transition of coming into that understanding of our bodies not reacting. Like we go to sleep every night, we wake up every day, and it just keeps going and going and doing its thing, and all of a sudden it defies us like that. So I felt that challenge coming in for you, like when I first stepped in, that's kind of a scary transition, and as you come into that understanding as well. But let's look at your life purpose.
Yeah, I just, you're just so amazing. That's what I'm feeling. You're just, the wise one. Your purpose is in the center of all this. Amazing spread of cards that I've got here for Cindy. The fear that's come up around death and facing it, absolutely facing death. And out of that, I feel you're being, you've got more time. You've got more time, and it's been given to you, and that's the gift. This was definitely came out, and the Empress. So you've just got so many major arcana cards in this spread.
Wow.
The Wheel of Fortune. So good fortune after having surgery, and these swords are the surgery. That heart is strong behind those swords. Okay, that's the surgery. You didn't die. You're still here.
Mm-hmm.
And you have more time. You have much more time and plenty of time to be satisfied with that too. So I'm getting your purpose is to be this elder, you know, be this wise elder who shines the light in the world. And, you know, through gratitude, through what gifts you have to offer and to share it outwardly. Because you're the Empress, you know, you're beautiful.
You know, I'm seeing the struggle here too. Like it kind of goes with what they were bringing in, and the fear revolved around it. And now what do I do? Like, is this kind of, ooh, triple bypass. It was scary. Yeah. And it's kind of like you're faced with all these things that you never had to be faced with before. And you have the Four of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Death here, bringing in that rebirth. It's offering, it's not the end here, Cindy. This is not where you hang up the coat and sit on the rocking chair on the front porch. This is not that time. This is not where you chose to exit this life. You still have so much more. And it's offering you a rebirth there.
Yeah.
But also acknowledging how scary it is, and kind of don't put that under the rug by any means. Press through it, understand it. And you're going to be able to help others too, with your deep understanding of your body betraying you like this, that you're going to help others when they, you know, with their understanding, when their bodies start to betray them all of a sudden. And, you know, what, if you can't trust your body to work normal during the day, you know, it really shakes your foundation, doesn't it? Yeah. But Spirit's saying he's offering you a rebirth there. The struggle, you know, look at life as a new adventure. That's a struggle for you. That's a challenge for you right now. But Spirit's asking you to step into that. Step into your new adventure now. And, but I understand that that's a struggle. And, but what you're struggling with is your own mind there.
The wildlife card that I brought through is presence. Just be present. That's your purpose, you know. You can pick on yourself. I don't know whether you have the peewees where you are.
I don't think
Australia, we have the little peewee looks in the glass and just keeps tapping away because it's concerned about itself. And
that's the card.
That's the scary part. But if we can come back and be present and know that, you know, there's a blessing here. So yeah, leave the glass, you know, and turn away from that and give yourself love, you know. Give yourself love.
Yes. I felt like I really, I will gladly step into my new adventure. I don't know about the peewee. Yeah, I don't think we have peewees here, but very interesting. But the message behind it was perfect.
Present.
Be present.
Yeah, the peewee lives with people happily, is very happy to have, you know, to live close by in the homes, but we often hear them tapping on the glass, and it's because they're looking at themselves and they're picking on themselves, basically. They see the image of themselves there, and they give themselves a hard time. So, but when they're not at the glass, they're just enjoying life and having fun around us, you know. So, yeah, I'd say, yeah, just have fun now, you know, you've been gifted.
Yeah, it's a peewee, like P-E-E, peewee.
Double E. Do some research on it.
And so the two moon cards that came in for you, this is a time for healing. And it's not only a time for healing for your body as you recover. This is really mind, body, spirit thing going on. So there's a lot of healing, a lot of expansion and deeper understanding of things. So in this time for healing, allow that all to come through you. And Spirit's always also asking you to look at the bigger picture of things. So there's don't stay in the groundedness of this. Look at the whole picture, the divine picture too.
So just read a little tiny bit out of the Pee-wee here. The magic of Pee-wee calls you today to become conscious. Act with love for all things and see in all things the reflection of your inner self. Look closely at the self and learn from the Pee-wee behaviours. He asks you to resist thoughts of war on the self and find acceptance of inner peace within. You are, as you view the beauty reflected in the mirror, as another and of self, find your presence and accept it in the now.
And that's in your, I'm going to have to order that too. Of course, I'm going to have, you guys, you know me, I'm going to have to order some of those cards. That's incredible. Cindy, we are giving you a big hug. And as a community, we have a lot of light workers here. We will be sending you light, love, and more healing energy. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. I love looking at the chat. There's all these different conversations going on. I can't keep up.
It's like,
So you guys, I'll take a second. Don't forget to go over to Susan's channel and subscribe.
Yes, that'd be wonderful. Wonderful. It's rather exciting when you get a new subscriber, isn't it?
It really is. Like every single one. Yep. Always exciting. Always, always. I should put that up again. For those of you who don't know where to find her, there you go.
No, thank you. You're lovely, Debbie. You're lovely. And I think Andrea was spot on. We're very vibrate similar, don't we? You know,
very
same glasses, long blonde hair, loving what we're doing.
Martha says she's already subscribed to you. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you, Martha. I'm sure. I hope I gave you a big heart back.
Giving you a big hug, Pammy.
Mm.
You're welcome. Yay, Dawn. Yay, Dawn. We have a new subscriber for you. Dawn subscribed.
Thank you, Maureen. She's saying hi, Susan and Debbie. We're doing great.
Sharon Lee's already subscribed. That's awesome. And Cindy just subscribed. So yay.
Thank you.
Yay. You're going to go back and go, whoa, I have some more.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Bonnie.
I hope all is well, Maureen, for you. Sending much love and big hugs.
Martha likes those old cards, she says. I do too. I think there's just a lot. There must be, I can't even imagine being around them. There must be a lot of energy there.
They're just like an extension of me. You know, I often describe them as my divining rods. You know, and I can't travel or be anywhere else. Can't leave them behind. They talk to me. So yeah.
Yeah. I remember you saying that when you were with Andrea, and I thought, gosh, what if you accidentally lost them, or they'd have to be right on me all the time. I would.
Yeah.
Okay. Maureen's at work. Oh.
Maureen's at work.
Is she Australia time with you guys?
No, she's on New Zealand time.
New Zealand time. Okay.
Yeah, a few hours ahead of Australia.
Okay, Bonnie. Sorry, Bonnie. We got caught up in the chat. Okay. How long will I be at
Current new job?
Any new opportunities coming in? Well, I'm going to check into. I hope so. I feel like this job that you're currently in, it brings you anxiety. Like as soon as you, I mean, it brings on extra stress and anxiety that does not have to be part of your life. So I'm hoping for a new position, a new job opportunity for you.
I see a new beginning. I see a new start. It's time for a fresh start. New fish in the sea popping out of that opportunity. It's time. I get the 2 pages there, and pages always represent time for me. So your timing is, there's a major personal victory here for you that you're going to celebrate. I'm just trying to find, how long, but it's not sort of really showing me. There's definitely a completion of something that you've been in here. There feels like you're holding yourself back a little bit because of the finances, which is what we always work. We're always feeling like we're going to possibly be disadvantaged. But, I love this card that I'm holding up here. It's the 5 of Pentacles. If you can see out here, the 2 that are feeling disadvantaged, or they're, out in the cold. But inside the church, there's the Pentacles, which is your financial gain or your growth. So sometimes we walk past our opportunities instead of going in and sheltering in that church where it's all there. So, having faith and trust, because I feel like it's really the opportunity to work is really growing somewhere different now for you.
Oh my goodness, I got that same card.
Pardon?
I got the same card. The
Yeah.
Ace of Wands.
Yeah. And there's joy in this new way. There's joy. It's like you're happy ever after.
I got that card. I just have to say, I got that one too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye, Sierra. Love you. Good luck on your papers. Case study.
Yeah. So it's, just a little bit of timing here. Keeping an eye out for, this perfect position. I feel like you'll be in authority in some way too. You're, in authority with this. Or you're not being recognized where you are. Ask and you shall receive.
Someone was asking about your channel again, so I thought I'd throw that up while we're...
Oh, thank you.
All right. Yeah, so it's like, now's the time. Now's the time. Here you are. You're walking away. You're walking out on your... It's like... but you're in that cycle right now, and it's definitely this is progress and movement towards what you desire. But it's kind of hard in making that decision. You have the 7 of Swords here, what the obstacles, you have obstacles between these two. So it's like it's time, but there's obstacles. So really taking a look at inventory. What are those obstacles? Are they really holding you back? What's holding you back? But then, you come into this a new cycle with that Ace of Wands, just like Susan brought in for you as well. And I don't know if you have time in between jobs or not quite sure what this all looks like, because again, this is just a mini reading and we're just getting bits and pieces of the energy, but really taking time for yourself almost. Some time, taking a well-deserved time out for a second, after the energies of that last job that you're in right now. I don't know if that's possible or what that looks like for you, but I do see go ahead.
We got the crow, the divine messenger. So when I get that one, I sort of feel like you could, suddenly just get a message, and just as I did this morning, seeing if I was available to pop on here with Debbie, and you'll just say yes. The crow is also a symbol of, when we watch the crow, they often help a dying body, another animal, depart our earthly planes. And it looks pretty horrible, but in fact, it can sometimes take us to the next level of understanding, because that helps to speed up the departure of the spirit of that other animal. If you can look at your work situation as, you're divinely gifted there as well. I have a job and I'm very grateful for it. But now I'd like it to be added to with this higher level that I'm aiming for, this higher divine way of living as I work with something that I'm more passionate about. I think that's in your asking, and I think that will happen really quickly then. I think, you'll be able to move over into, I'm so grateful for what I have, and thank you for bringing to me what's next, and that feels like that'll happen really quickly for you then, Bonnie.
Yeah. And she's talking about being obligated to clients for a certain period of time before she can move on. But again, with this divine timing coming in, especially with the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Like you said, that it's almost like you're going to get that call and you're going to say yes, and that's it. But I have all these beautiful cards coming into play as well. With the Ten of Cups, the World, the Three of Wands, and waiting for that ship to come in or whatever, and the Six of Cups, and just really being it's like you're really going to come into alignment with yourself and others around you. It's almost like you've been under this cloud and it's just going to be gone once you step out of this energy where you're at.
You get great satisfaction with your next journey. It feels very satisfying, and it can happen quickly once you ask. Once you ask,
yeah.
It's like, have faith. Enter into that church that I saw before. That you might be feeling disadvantaged where you are, but to have faith and enter into that you have within you, to believe it's possible.
Yes. Welcome. Yep. I love that. Blessings to you. Lisette. Thank you, Lisette. Welcome. Okay. Pam Clark. Before we get started on Pam Clark, I wanted to say, so Kim at Intuit View, have you seen her at all? Susan?
I'm not sure. Kim?
Okay. Well, okay. So she does these interviews and she'll have other readers on and she'll do like a little interview of you and then just a couple of readings. And so since I was on her channel, I've gotten a lot of new subscribers as well from her. So that's been just a beautiful gift. But the reason I bring it up is because today she popped up a new interview. Kim from Intuit View, yeah. She popped up a new interview with Scott. Andrea reads with Scott a lot. So Scott from Spiritual Essence. And I don't know if you know, but Scott was a dairy farmer too.
No, was he?
Yeah.
I think I've subscribed to Scott's channel. I'm
okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell him.
He was a dairy farmer.
I read with another dairy farmer tonight.
Yeah. And I live in a beautiful area in Tasmania that I'm looking at dairy cows over the fence on properties all around me. I'm not on a dairy farm, but I must have found myself back in the same area for this stage of my life that I had when I was a child. So it's interesting. It's quite remote too. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Brings back those feelings
you feel like you're home. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're home.
Yeah.
Like the Six of Cups. Yeah. So he's a truck driver now. I guess they had to sell the dairy farm or made a choice in that, but yeah, pretty funny. I don't think I've ever met a dairy farmer. Now I know too. All right. Pam, do my guides have any messages for me? Okay. Okay, so I'm just getting a sense when I step into your energy that you're coming to a place, Pam, of where you're really open. I feel like you've been working, and I don't know if you know this language, but like with some of the shadows, like your like different parts of yourselves. There's our shadow self and our it's all good, but just learning and growing and working with the ins and outs of our own selves and why we do the things we do, say the things we say, why we react to situations the way we react, and learning all those things and sifting out what doesn't work for us any longer, to open it up to new energy and what will bring in some enlightenment and different new perspectives of more of a higher perspective of life and in general and things. So I don't know if this is something that you have been doing or you're stepping into, but it's all beautiful work.
Yeah, I feel like it's all about to stream in for you. Similar type of message I was getting with the walking away from all of the stuff from the past.
The shadow, yeah.
Off the anxiety or shadows, as Debbie said there, anything that you feel reactive to. Feels like you've been looking at that or you're about to look at that, where is that in me? And starting to notice your own reactions and emotions. Feels very much like you're being offered the gifts of understanding now. It's coming from the heavens, it's like this card symbolizes the gift coming in, and it'll be a choice on how you look at everything now. It's a choice of, well, I can look at that through this way and I'll feel the emotion with that thought, guidance is sort of saying what comes first, the thought or the emotion, and you'll look at that. I think something and now I feel this. Where is that in me? It looks like you're really through a lot, you know, everything from the past is sort of behind you. You're still feeling vulnerable, but great. Magician card comes in to finish off the little spread that I got for you, which really indicates to me that you have everything on the table now, ready to go, receiving your own messages from your guides. You know, it feels really like you'll hear yourself, your intuition's going to, and they're guiding you with that. Yeah, I'll do a wildlife card as well. Yeah, I'm getting don't go back with the mind now. The message is just, you know, stay open to receive. Beautiful. This one's a lovely card. It's the wild gulls.
Oh, yeah.
Connection. Connection. And that's very similar to the magician card that I got here. It's a similar type of you connecting. When you stay at ease within your body. You know, the wild gulls here on our beaches in Australia, they, you know, they patiently march up and down waiting for the tide to come in so that they can receive. And it's a reminder that, you know, they're so in alignment. They don't worry about it when the tide's out, is when they know that it will wash in again and bring what they need to them, washes out, comes and goes. This is what it's like now for you to look at. This is what the guides want you to look at, that if you're not receiving, it's okay. Because nothing ever stays the same. And your time comes, and it feels like it's now.
I just love that message, and I don't want to steer away at all. And I'm just to add to it, really seeing the bigger picture here.
Yeah.
I feel like you're coming into that awareness and seeing and allowing yourself to see that bigger picture, and moving into. Got a lot of wands here, but.
Yeah.
It's like this rite of passage for you. It's like it's part of becoming. And I love that.
The Ace of Wands came out.
Yeah. It's also a feeling of stability coming in there for you as well, with all this taking place. And I'm getting a sense not to worry about what others think. This is your path, your journey, and really don't worry about what others think about you. This is your story, and so that's harder said than done, but important for. Actually, this message is important for all of us. This is my story. I write my story. You know what I mean? Like, so write your own story. Don't worry about other people.
Yeah. I also got 3 here that I think is telling a message too, that even though this is a connection of the male and the female energies, getting to a better place within yourself emotionally and having great communication. It's time for great communication with your higher intelligence, which is within you. It's there for you to, you know, if no one else is there for you. And I often say this for myself, that has carried me throughout my life when things have got tough, you know. I can always reach into my own heart knowing that I don't keep my heart beating. This mystery of life keeps our heart beating. And that's intelligent, you know, our breath, it's automatic, our heart's beating automatic. What keeps that beating, what keeps us breathing is our best friend. So, you know, that message is for everyone as well, is to just have your best friend, and all you have to do is enter into the breath and into your heartbeat and say hello. And, you know, guidance speaks to you through that.
Beautiful. That's a good message for all of us, Susan. Thank you.
That's a good message to remind myself too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Sharon Lee, what's in your flask? What you got going on in your flask? So you have chocolate and a flask. What goes with chocolate? Mint. Really good scotch. That's my girl. That would be perfect with chocolate. Rhonda Shar, name of guides. The name of your guides.
They continuously change.
Yeah, that's for sure. Depending on what you're into right now. I mean, I do sense that you have
Something for that.
let's see.
I got the King of Swords on that one, which indicates to me that you can write the name. What does the feeling of the guide feel like? You know, and then action that in this world, because names are just given as a vibration. What does it sound like for you, you know? A loved one in spirit, the name may come through if they've been familiar, but if it's a guide that hasn't been someone you've known and passed.
It's funny that you say that, because I do feel a loved one in spirit that is a guide. But I also sense another one that's been with you since the beginning. And it's interesting, this journey they want you to go on to get close to them. You know, sometimes when I'm asked this question and I step into the energy, pops right in, like I'll get like a name or a feeling, like even like what, you know, when they're from, like, you know, all the way back, you know. But I'm feeling
I'm just getting energy. It's just energy.
It's energy, but I do sense that specifically you have a loved one. And whether this is a grandfather or a great grandfather, but it is a male, but from your family, that then when they passed over, that they stepped into that role of a guide for you, which means that there was a connection to you as well.
I've got the angel and family. So that's confirming what you're saying there.
Yeah. So, and so that could be that this energy that we're feeling is more, it wouldn't be like a person who, because usually the guides that I can tap into have lived on this planet, lived here before, have experienced this life. And so I can connect them to something, but this is more of an energy. So that's interesting that you got the temperance there. So more of an angel feel to that.
Yeah.
More of a entity feel to that. So it makes sense too that you would be seeking spiritual things, because I feel like that's part of your path, Rhonda, is the spiritual stuff.
Yeah. So the magician cards come out to confirm that as well, Debbie. Like you've got everything. The energy comes through. To get, identified with names too much can sometimes limit receiving. If we get caught in like Debbie and I are at the moment, trying to answer your question of a name. Why do we need a name? Question that. Why do I need a name? Can I just feel that energy? And yes, we can certainly feel that energy for you. And when I get this one, it really represents source energy. Source energy comes through in many ways. And, we have our loving, I guess everyone's on here has probably heard of Abraham Hicks working with Esther Hicks, and working with Abraham, which is a body of energies, and it's been given that she was given the name, so we can give it a name for you, but I sort of feel the magic is more in just allowing and feeling the presence and being really centered with that, because we sort of squeeze it a bit too tight when we start to think, instead of feel. We don't want to think a name or feel a name, and it gets into a little bit more conflict there. But sometimes, like Debbie said, that's just there, and when that happens, that's beautiful. Beautiful.
Absolutely. But when it's not, there's a bit of a journey to go on, and there's a reason for that. But it's okay to step into that journey. You can see that here. But I do see some challenges that have challenged you to really stepping into it. Maybe there's fears, maybe there's whatever this energy is attached with you. Okay, so and
the fear as well, which is that binds us. It's like the ball and chain around our energies, our natural.
So whatever that is, whatever that energy is for you, Rhonda, I think it's in your hands to address it and move forward, because you bring something unique and a deeper, spiritually unique, and the universe needs your uniqueness, needs you. So whatever that is, whatever that energy is that has you kind of bound up, you really can step out of it at any time. Okay. So blessings to you, Rhonda. We're giving you a big hug. I hope this helped. So I know there's a big list, and so if we don't get to you tonight, I feel like we have time for, it looks like maybe 2 more. And if you didn't make it tonight, there's lives all the time, so make sure to push the bell so you're notified. And we also do private readings, so reach out. That's what we do. Kristen, hello. Undercover. Sitting the wrong way, my shoulder starts to hurt. Yay, T-Barb. Okay. Oops. Brandia. Brandia. By May. Oh, by February. Why? What? I kept saying May.
Maybe that's when.
Oh, interesting. That is interesting. I kept hearing May, and I thought, oh, and then I looked and it says, yeah. Well, I'm hearing May, Brandia.
That might be maybe or May. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's the environment.
Sorry.
February. What are we now? We're in January. Something being celebrated or possibly celebrated in 3 weeks.
Is it? Yeah. See, I'm getting a 3 too. Interesting. Yeah.
There's weaknesses around it for some reason, but it's like it's a possible at this point, but whether it becomes probable. Yeah, sort of like things fall down around, so it looks like it's messy. 5, 6. Okay. Did you say May?
I was saying May.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it's challenging, but I do have.
She says, I really want to go today, but money matters have me stuck. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a feeling of loss. Yeah, there's a feeling of loss in some way, and that's like emotionally, but money sits in it as well for the environment to take place. But here is a star too. So I get, again, the star to me usually means, dip into whatever you can here to make this happen. It's like, because once you do, it moves. But yeah, there's a lot to sort out. It's the timing of it seems a bit upside down, but 3's come in. So yeah, that was why I said that the 3 weeks is possible, but then I see something else, and then it could be the 6, which is May.
And again, I feel like the 3 too. I mean, that's why I kept saying is what is it? January, February, March, April, because I kept getting 3 as well, and then I got a 3 dropped in. So something's happening
in the third. Yeah, the third 3 weeks, 3 months, third month, something along those. So when you ask for a time, time thing, it's sort of And if you're feeling stuck, I'd say work on feeling free. And so that it opens up the path for you. Work on I'm free in this moment. Affirmations are positive, repeating them. It's hard when we have a belief that we're stuck.
Yeah. And Brandia, we have the Hierophant and the Empress at the middle of your reading here, and that's abundance. This is a movement.
Yeah. I got the abundance too. It's very
And then the Hierophant brings in that guidance, that insight, wisdom, being wise, wisdom, that spiritual guidance. So a lot of divine stuff happening at the same time. And with that 3 coming in there.
Look to the big picture again. Yeah, that's sort of.
But talking about that money, but you know, with the two swords there and the challenge, that's the challenge spot. Like you're having a really hard time making this decision. It's almost going to be a forced, and that kind of goes with the tower you got. Because if that's challenge, if making this decision is challenge for you, it's going to be made for you somehow. But look at that. Look at that outcome.
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible. So keep your eye on this, and this.
Yeah, I've got
Really,
the hair
be
as well, which is
good move for you.
You will be okay. You will be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's balancing, you know, the balancing up of the money side of it too. And the world has to come back into, you know, there needs to be a bit of straightening up in the world for this to give you that forward movement, you know, that forward movement. So trust that. And I feel like justice will prevail in some way, you know, it will.
Yep.
It will. Yeah.
It's going to come together. One way or another, it's coming together. Just hold on. It's coming together for you.
Yeah, hang in there is the saying I was wanting to say. Hang in there.
Hang in there. Hang in there. And yeah, I'm encouraged by the 3, you know, by May, those all are good. We're sending you love and light.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We're getting out of there, Brandia. You're getting out. Okay. Linda, you made it on the list tonight. She was worried. Okay. I'm glad you made it, Linda. So this will be our last one tonight. So, and hopefully those who weren't read and those of just hanging out, I know that both Susan and I got messages out of tonight's readings. So hopefully you did too. Heard some messages for yourself through the other readings.
We're always learning from each other.
Yep.
We're all connected. We all have wisdom to share.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we
What do I need to know for now?
I've already got one card just flew out of the pack.
Oh,
so
nice.
Looking forward to sharing that with you.
Awesome. You know, I immediately, when I stepped in, what I'm seeing is like this gentle flowing water all around, like it's circling around you. And I know this sounds like all unicorny butterfly-y, but I have to share what I'm seeing. So, and, you know, there's butterflies and there's just this peace. And it's like, I heard very clearly that it's okay. You're being taken care of, like you're safe. Like just real deep peace. Brandia, thank you. Blessings. Like it's so peaceful. So Linda, I don't know how that energy is resonating with you, but it's like you're safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got, you have guardian angels watching over you.
Yeah.
And there's water. I see the water and the flowers and everything. But the card that came out first was the Wheel of Fortune. So anything that's been difficult is definitely changing.
Gosh.
And the reminder that...
this is my first card.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That's incredible. I love when Spirit does that for us.
Yeah, yeah. Everything, you know, the reminder that I got to give you was that nothing ever stays the same when we look at the big picture in life. Everything is always moving, you know. We move from uncomfortable to comfortable, from uncomfortable to comfortable, and unfortunately our focus is often on right or wrong, good or bad, positive or negative. But if we can move into the understanding of, you know, I'm uncomfortable today and I'm going to be okay with that, because tomorrow I'm going to be comfortable. And I get that's really there for you now. It's being offered to you there now. It's being gifted to you there. It's like, I want to say, you have given a lot and now it returns. The grace here, you're weighed down with some burdens, but and focusing on, you know, waiting or sitting in this space that you're in at the moment. But the world is coming back in a way that if you can understand that we're moving through something really big here energetically. We mightn't be able to see it with our human eye, but we can feel it when we allow ourselves to just feel the discomfort as well as the comfort. You're being taken care of, and you need to get going with your own skills, because you have the ability here to fine-tune your own craft in some way, or your own ability, or your creative side. Okay, I hope that was helpful, Linda.
And Linda, I'm seeing here that, yeah, there's been some challenge. You've definitely had some challenges here. You have everything is fine card in reverse, but and then the 9 of Wands. So there, it's like the 10 of Swords in reverse. But really feeling that you've had to be on guard because of fear. You've had some fear around surrounding some kind of energy. I don't know if it's finances or situation or however this fits for you, but it is showing that there has been some that you've had to feel like you've had to defend yourself or find a safe place, keep yourself protected somehow. But also, this is also very courageous of you, drawing on some courage there. The thing I love about this is what they were showing me, and they're saying at the beginning, you're safe now. So whatever this energy is bringing in, Spirit is saying you're safe now. That time is ending. That time has ended. And it's okay to let go.
Yeah.
It's okay to let go. Let me see.
A beautiful white cockatoo. And it's about expression.
I love the image around behind the cockatoo with that, just the light. Oh, goodness.
So the cockatoo is all of our white cockatoos here. You know, they're really loud and let themselves be heard. And they, you know, they because they're white in the forest or in the bushland here in Australia, they're easily spotted. You know, and you can hear them and squawking. What I get here for you, Linda, is that maybe you've had to suppress a lot of feelings for a long time, and the white cockatoos come today to say it's okay. It's okay now, and you can start to express. You can start to be heard. You can start to talk about it. You can find that safe place to express. So, yeah, or you need to express. You need to bring it to the surface and express in the beautiful way that our white cockatoo does, loud and clear, and let yourself be heard. Because the other one that flipped out that I wasn't sure which one was for you was the green frog, and that's about communication. So communication and expression have come out, clear communication and expression for the wildlife cards.
Yeah, and I just have to say that balance is coming back in. Yeah, that balance, the whatever the fear, it's there, and balance is coming back in for you. So, it's okay to let go of and let this new energy come in. So beautiful for you. Linda, I'm so glad we were able to get to you tonight. I feel like this message was important for you to hear tonight.
Yeah.
And so I'm so pleased that we got to do this reading for you. I feel like I'm supposed to do one more card for you, Linda. I'll do it from the moon deck. I love that. Was it the frog?
Yeah, the frog. Green tree frog. Yeah. They make a racket when it's going to rain here.
They make a racket. Yeah. Okay.
A racket when they're in our gutters or in our downpipes, and they particularly make a racket if there's a threat as well. So
they sound the alarm. They sound the horn.
They sound the alarm.
It reminds me of the judgment card, where angel is it Gabriel? The angel is sounding the horn. Yeah, I love it. It's like second chances, but just sounding that alarm. It just reminded me of that. I love that.
Yeah, I get a real sense of, be really gentle with yourself, or back up a bit so that you're not giving yourself as hard a time.
Yeah. And just right when you said that, bring love into the situation. Yeah. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself.
Yeah. Self-talk. How are you talking to yourself? Are you being your best friend? Are you talking to yourself like you would your best friend?
Yeah. Well, we're giving you a big hug, Linda. Blessings to you. Linda Lee, Sharon Lee says, we've had rain for 3 weeks now, building an ark.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It just started to rain here a little while ago as well. I thought, it could get loud, but it's eased off. So, yeah.
Yes, of course, Sharon. Get that motorcycle on the ark. Save the motorcycle. All right. So anyways, you guys, what a great night hanging out with you all. Blessings to you. And don't forget to, and I feel like they probably already have all done this, gone onto your site and what do you call it? Follow it.
Yes.
There you go. See, I'm already losing my words. Time for Debbie to go lay down. Okay.
It's your bedtime just about over there, isn't it?
I think so.
It's my lunchtime now. I could hear my stomach growling and hoping that it wasn't going to be on. Didn't vibrate through the
It's the frogs. It's the frogs.
It's the frogs.
So
thank you so much, Debbie, for having me on, and thank you to everyone that's come on and trusted us to bring through messages for you. It's been a delight, an absolute delight. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I love this community, the love that they
you can
share with us, and the love they share with each other. And as we face the challenges and the joys of being humans in this experience. So just a great support. And so thank you, Susan, for coming and hanging out. I hope that you will come back and do this again with us.
Obviously, it just lined up, and we think we're organizing all this, but sometimes I think there's bigger forces at play that take care of it for us. Yeah. We trust that everything does manifest perfect alignment.
Absolutely. I love it when it happens like that. And also for those of you who came hoping to see Karen, she'll be back next Tuesday on her channel. We'll be back on her channel for Transformational Tuesdays. And we all, Karen, we are sending you love and light and healing for your back. She hurt her back really bad too. So during the move. So that's kind of a bummer, isn't it?
Yes.
So yes, I love what Sharon Lee just says. Love our times together. Stay safe, tribe. So yes, stay safe. And so until next time, please take care of yourselves, and we'll see you later.
Okay.
And
Bye now.
it works.
Lovely to meet